So my dude's Valkyrja, and today I'm going to be talking about the Battle Pass weapons because I know there's a lot of people starting to reach level 30 in a Battle Pass, so now you can get your Battle Pass weapon. Some people might be confused as to what you can get. I already got mine. Mine's not the best one. There's two I think that are better than all the others, and I'm going to talk about that today. But let's go ahead, let's get into it. So the Battle Pass, whenever you're picking your weapon, there's two that I think are really good. I think the absolute best one has to be the Harmony one. It's basically the Widsith of the game. All allies' attack is increased by 10%, all allies' crit damage is increased by 12%, or all allies' energy regeneration rate is increased by 6%. Whenever you start to turn or start battle, one of those three effects gets applied to you. It's just Widsith. It's really good. It's just good. That's all there is to it. I think this is the best one. I don't have a Harmony character and use it on, so I didn't pick it. The one I picked was actually Abundance. I'll get into it in a bit because I don't think it's crazy good, but I think there's two that are crazy good, so I'll get into the one I picked in a bit. The next one I think is crazy good is this one, the Preservation one. Increases the wearer's defense by 16%, increases the damage of the wearer when they use their ultimate by 60% of the wearer's defense. This effect can only be applied one time per enemy target. So, what does this mean? This means 1, it gives March defense scaling on her ultimate, which she naturally doesn't have. 2, it enhances the defense scaling on the MC's ultimate. So if you have Fire Trailblazer, their ultimate is going to do even more damage than it already does. Fire Trailblazer at base, I believe, has 75% defense scaling on the ultimate without checking. This just gives it 60% more. Increases the damage of the ultimate by 60% of their defense. So, this is really good in my opinion. If it works the way I'm thinking it does, sounds good. Sounds great. I think it's awesome. Whenever you go ahead and you max level it, it goes up to 120%. Pretty damn good to me. So I think these are the absolute best ones, the Preservation one and a Harmony one. Now, if you don't want either one, that's perfectly fine. These are all really good. It's just these two, in my opinion, are really good. I could be wrong. Keep in mind, haven't done the math. Not a math guy, just purely by reading them and understanding how this game works. I think those are some really good options, especially for March, because March has no defense scaling on her ultimate. So this could give her some meaningful damage on her ultimate, whereas otherwise, she does like 1k damage. It's across 5 enemies. It's normally really bad. You normally just use it for the freeze. So this could make it do some sort of damage to contribute. So now we're going to go ahead and get into the rest. This is the one I picked. I picked Abundance because I value this because I'm OCD and I don't like it when my teammates or my team is missing a small amount of HP. So what this does, increases the wearer's max HP by 16%. When using basic attack or skill, restores all allies by an amount equal to 2% of the respective max HP. It just guarantees you get a little bit of healing anytime you attack. I am a firm believer in the fact that these fights can be pretty long, and that this 2% will add up. So that's just the only reason I use this, is because I fully believe the 2% will add up. It might not. I could be wrong. I don't think it's the craziest one, but it's one I can use. And I didn't really have a good Abundance light cone before I got this one. So I went ahead and got it, and I think it's pretty good. Whenever you look at max level, you can see 32 and 4%. Next, we get up into Nihility. Nihility is DOT-based characters, basically, are just strange characters. Characters that are either weird or they do DOT, they kind of fall into Nihility. After the wearer uses basic attack or skill, deals additional damage equal to 48% of the wearer's attack to a random enemy that has been attacked. At max, it basically doubles. It basically is 100% damage equal to the wearer's attack. I think it's pretty good. It's just an extra hit. It can add up over time, especially, once again, if we're having longer fights. You can see Silver Wolf versus, we don't know who that is, some robot. Inside the art, this looks good. I think it looks really good, but then again, what is my opinion? Because I don't really know because I haven't tested it, but on paper, it looks great. This one, I think, is great purely because it's first line. Increases the wearer's crit rate by 12%. After a crit hit, there's a 16% chance to dispel one buff on the target enemy. This effect can only trigger one time per attack. So while the chance is low at base, if you go ahead and max it, turns into 32, which is 1 in 3 on a crit. I'm pretty sure it's any crit during an attack. That's why it's saying that. So if you're using someone like Sela, I know she attacks like 3-4 times within her E ability. So that's kind of good, I think. I think it's her E. I don't know. It's her skill. In her skill, she attacks 3 to 4 times. Can't remember. I'm pretty sure each chance, because it's after a crit hit. As long as it crits, anytime a crit occurs, there's a chance to dispel one buff. And it can only happen one time per attack. So it's only going to be able to dispel one buff, period. But while a lot of like bosses, they don't have ways to actually, like, you can't remove a lot of their buffs. A lot of elites, their buffs can be removed. So this could be actually pretty useful. I think it's a pretty good one. It increases the crit rate on a flat amount on just for owning it. I think that's also really good. So yeah, I think this is once again a pretty good one. So then we get into Destruction. Destruction increases the wearer's attack by 24%. Whenever the wearer defeats an enemy, they restore HP equal to 12% of their attack. Once again, this is just a generally really good one. Just more damage, some sustain for Destruction characters. Here you can see Blade and... is that Dan? I think that's Dan right there. It's hard to tell. I don't know. But I know that's Blade. And I'm pretty sure that this this specific one is going to be really good for Blade. It could be good for Clara. It could be good for literally any Destruction character. I think it's a pretty good one. So then we go to this one. And this is Erudition. This is your AoE characters. Like Jing Wong, whenever he comes out, he's going to be Erudition. This could be good, but I don't know. I'm probably not the best at using this. I probably wouldn't be because I like the shotgun ultimates. I like to use ultimates as much as possible. I like to build energy and burn it. So after ending battle, increases the wearer's damage based on their max energy. Damage increases by 0.2% per point of energy up to 160 energy. So I don't know if this means it increases your energy based on or increases your damage based on the amount of energy you currently have, or if it's your total cap. If it's your total cap and it's unmoving, then this can be very good for very specific characters. Characters that have really, really high max energy point or max energy. This could end up being really good because I don't know if you guys know, but different characters have max energy values and you have to get the max energy to use their ultimate. So this could be good on very specific characters, but I'm not the smartest when it comes to this, so I don't know. It all just depends. I'm assuming it's going to be like, I'm assuming it's not current energy, but instead it's max because that's literally what it says, max energy. So it could end up being very, very good. It could end up being a massive damage increase. But for Erudition specifically, I think there's one that's really, really cracked that I plan on using on Jing Won whenever I get him. And I'm going to showcase that right now because this is the only reason why I don't really care about that light cone specifically. But the Birth of the South is a really cracked one. So increases damage dealt by the wearer's follow-up attacks by 24%. If you guys don't know Jing Yuan's little Susanoo, I'm going to talk about it more whenever I talk about him in a video. But it is a follow-up. It counts as a follow-up. If the current HP of the target enemy is below or equal to 50%, increases damage dealt by the follow-ups by an extra 24%. So whenever they go below half, the bonus of this doubles. At max level, this ends up becoming 48 plus 48, which is 96%. Just a 96% increase in damage. I think that's really, 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 really good. But then again, I'm not the smartest guy. This could end up being not so good. I don't know. We'll end up seeing, but it's mostly effective against enemies that are below 50%. And once again, a lot of the fights, in my opinion, they go on for quite a while. So this could end up being pretty effective. But if you guys know anything about Jing Yuan, you know his Susanoo moves pretty slow. So this is actually going to be pretty good for the Susanoo, because by the time the Susanoo actually attacks, I imagine we'll be able to get the target to at least half, or somewhere around half, unless for some reason we're not doing that. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the Battle Pass weapons. Once again, I think the Abundance and Harmony ones are the absolute best ones, but it's up to you to decide. Make sure you guys decide which one best fits for you. These are just my opinions on each one, and you're more than welcome to basically disagree with me, and just use whatever one you think absolutely fits you that much better. Because in the end, like I said, I picked the Abundance one, and I don't even think it's that good. I picked it because it's what I need right now for my team. It helps me out, helps my current team out, and that way I'm stronger and I can take on harder content, and that's what it's all about. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know which one you guys are picking. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.